Okay, the bees have had 7 hours. It's now 8:30 p.m. on August 8th. They're starting to beard up under there. And as you can see, for all intents and purposes, this bee food is gone. They cleaned out this bee food today. It's gone, and it's not on the ground. Definitely not on the ground. There's the stick. See the stick? I had the stick standing upright. And these bees are absolutely devouring the bee food. They're starting to beard up like they do at night. That's good. Keeping the hive warm. It's 8:30 at night now. You can actually see that bee. Let's see if we can see some of them. I need to get a better camera. You can actually see those bees there. I can see them. I'm this close. I'm only 2.5 feet away from them. I mean, I can actually. My eyes are good too. Okay, what's my vision? Not 20/20. It's 20/15. It's so good that it's bad. The doctor told me that my eyes are so good that they're bad. I can see so good. I can pick that shit out of pepper at about 1,000 yards. My eyes are that good. But that's good. When you see the bees up there climbing, you want them. It's not unusual for them. It's called bearding up. Now, what I wanted to do was put, in addition to this video that I took this morning, or this afternoon at 1 o'clock, it's now 8:30 p.m. It's Saturday night. It says 8:02 on there. Well, maybe it is 8:02. I don't. It's around 8 o'clock. Maybe it is 8:02. I'll look at the clock real quick coming in. And you can see the little bees there. They're definitely eating up that bee food. I think we have a winner here. I think this will help the bees. I'd love to take that lid off and look inside, but I really don't want to disturb them. I know it's gone. It has to be gone. This was 10 grams of bee food they cleaned up today. So my theory is, or my belief is, that the more you feed these bees, the more they're going to take in and the more they're going to assimilate and use. So, if you want to have my next batch that I'm going to feed the bees is ginsenosol, ginseng oil. I'm going to put ginseng inside. Well, I've already done it. I've already made the microcapsules, and I have them inside in my bee room. I have a bee room where I keep all my bee supplies and my wax and foundation and my tools and all that stuff. It's starting to darken up pretty good now. But yeah, in about 2 weeks, we'll start. Oh, I missed that one right there. That bee was he was loading up his pollen sac. I missed it. I mean, it's really a pleasure to watch these little bees. It's fun. It's interesting. Yeah, they're starting to beard up for the evening. It's starting to get dark. Yeah, there's that stick that was standing straight up and about 5/16 inches of bee food. You can see that the bees have completely They've completely devoured that bee food that I had here today. I mean, I had 10 grams. That's a lot of bee food. 10 grams is a lot. It doesn't sound like much, but keep in mind this stuff is, it's 50 microns in size. This stuff is very, very small. The thickness of your hair ranges anywhere from 10 to 50 microns, depending on, what race you are and ethnicity and stuff. So that's what we're talking about here. This material is, like the size of a hair, the thickness of a hair. This stuff's pretty light. And imagine having 10 grams of that. That's a lot of bee food. I would have to use Lang's constant to figure out how many actual individual manufacturers were in something like that. Infinitesimal. So, okay. We had a good day. This was day 18 of the bee study. So we're going to continue it for 30 days. At the end of 30 days, I'm going to take the honey. I'll take half of the honey off, but I don't want to take all their honey. Because what they're making now, this is the stores that they're making for winter. Because the honey flow for this season's over. Remember, the honey flow starts in early spring. April through the first couple weeks of June. And this is now, the second week of August is starting. It's August 8th. So, I'll snap a couple of photos and I'll take this in and I'll upload it to the catalog. And that's good. When you see the bees bearding up like that, that's what you want to see. You want to see that. It's not unusual at all. And a week or so ago, Joy got some really good pictures of the bees standing there. Well, when it was over 100 degrees, it was 102, 103 degrees. That one day, the bees were standing at the entrance, actually, fanning the hive. You can see these little buggers picking up that bee food. You can see them putting it in their pollen sacs. It's really nice to watch this. I mean, the real thrill of this for me is to see something I invented actually being of benefit to one of God's creatures. Look at that. There he is. That bee is putting stuff in its pollen sac right now. Watch its middle legs move. When it does that, it's putting stuff in the pollen sac. It's really cool to watch this. I saw one earlier today. It took one of those little balls. There was a ball of that stuff. And actually picked the ball up and carried it into the hive. It's pretty neat to watch that. Bees, like other arthropods, like ants, generally can carry about 20 times their weight. Ants are probably the strongest. They can carry over 300 times their weight. Pretty amazing. I think it's like bees can carry like 60 times their weight, or 6 times their weight. I'll have to check into that. That's pretty neat. There's one foraging right there. You can see them putting that stuff in the pollen sacs. Right there, that bee right there is putting stuff in his pollen sac. Her pollen sac. Okay, so that's it for this day.